English idioms 5. 1. Up to 全靠你啦 It is up to you to finish the work. 2. In terms of 提及到 You must not see life in terms of money. 唔可以淨係用錢嚟到睇人生嘅。3. Nothing more than 相等於 He's nothing more than a dreamer. 4. Be subject to 受影響下 Men are subject to temptation. 5. Let alone, not to mention, not to speak of 全部都係解更何況。好似係 He can speak French, not to mention English. 即是話佢唔單止講法文啦，英文佢都識嘅。第6 Come to terms with 即係同意。Example In the matter of house rent, I've come to terms with him. 第7 At short notice 接到通知就即是話好快咁啦嚇。We have to go to New York at short notice 即是話一聽到通知就要即刻去 New York 啦。第8 Have a good opinion of 某人嘅評價係好好嘅。I have a good opinion of your son. 第9 So far 直到而家。This is the most interesting book I have read so far. 第10 Come to pass 發生。I don't know how the accident came to pass. 第11 Once and for all 一次過。She told me once and for all that she would not marry me. 12 Regardless 或者係 irrespective of 即係話唔理會。For example, we will have the work done irrespective of cost. 13 Yield to 讓步咁解。Example, you must not yield to his demand. 14 Run short of 缺少。Example, I'm running short of cash. Can you help me? 15 In as much as 即係 because 咁解。Example, In as much as you have confessed, I will not punish you. 16 Count for nothing 冇用咁嘅意思。Example, His advice counted for nothing. I still failed. 17 In the way of 喺當中。Example, Don't let pride stand in your way of success. 18 Turn up 出現咁解。I didn't expect him to turn up. 19 Good for nothing 冇用嘅。Example, This too is good for nothing. 20 On second thought 三思之後。Example, On second thought, I realized that I was wrong. 21 Heart and soul 全心全意。Example, He went heart and soul into his work. 22 Take into account 考慮咁解。Example, You had better take his experience into account. 23 Fresh from 剛剛畢業。He is fresh from college. 24 Take advantage of 利用。You should never take advantage of his innocence. 唔好利用佢嘅無知嚇。25 Next to impossible 差唔多冇可能㗎。It is next to impossible for me to be with you. 26 In store for 為你準備好。Example, I have a good news in store for you. 27 In respect of 或者係 with respect to 關於咁解。Example, In respect of this question, there are 3 points I want to clarify. 28 Take side with 偏幫。Example, I declined to take side with him in this dispute. 29 In the air 或者係 not decide yet 就未決定。Example, Our holiday plans are still in the air. 30 In the interest of 為咗某人嘅利益。Example, I did this in the interest of my students. 31 see to 正視咁解。Please see to this matter as soon as possible. 32 feel uneasy 覺得唔自然。Example, I always feel uneasy when I see my principal. 33 to the point 到題。Example, what he said was basically to the point. 34 for the time being 或者 for the present 都係解暫時。Example, I shall stay here for the time being. 35 look up to 尊重嘅意思。Example, he is looked up to as a leader. 36 do away with 唔好要呢啲嘢。For example, you should do away with such evil practice. 即是唔好要你啲醜惡嘅習慣。37 put up with 忍受。Example, how can you put up with his temper? 38 give way 讓步。Example, don't give way to his temptation. 39 as for 至於咁解。Example, as for me, I have nothing to complain of. 40 keep company with 有相伴咁嘅意思。Example, you should not keep company with such a mean man. 41 find fault with 挑剔嘅意思。Example, he likes to find fault with me. 42 take for granted 奉旨咁嘅意思啊。For example, I took it for granted that you would go with me. 43 it is worthwhile to 值得嘅意思。Example, it is worthwhile to read this book. 即是話 this book is worth reading. 44 have his own way 自把自為嚇。For example, he wants to have everything in his own way. 45 wait on serve 嘅意思。Example, she has no one to wait on her. 46 at best 最多。Example, the best I can spare 2 minutes for you. 最多我可以俾2分鐘你嘅啫。47 at a loss 不知所適。For example, I was at a loss when I saw her in the party. 48 behind my back 喺我背後。He always speaks ill of me behind my back. 49 to some extent 或者係 in some degree 或者 in some measure 喺某程度上。Example, I agree with you to some extent. 50 it's not too much to say that 咁樣講都唔太過分。Example, it is not too much to say that he is incompetent in his duty. 51 be bound to 解一定會嘅意思。We are all bound to die one day. 52 tend to 有傾向。Example, too much smoking tends to injure the voice. 53 to my relief 輕鬆晒啦。Example, to my relief he came home safe. 54 talking of 或者係 mention. Example, talking of Canada, have you ever been there before? 55 strictly speaking 嚴格嚟講。Example, strictly speaking, he is not qualified for his job. 56 it goes without saying that 唔需要講都得㗎啦。It goes on without saying that Hong Kong is a crowded city. 57 make the most of 盡量利用。For example, you should make the most of his opportunity. 58 in the main 或者係 mainly 都係解主要地。For example, these letters in the main are from my mother. 59 in effect 生效。Example, the law is still in effect. 60 stand for 或者係 represent 都係解代表。Example, words stand for ideas. 61 in advance 提早。For example, he borrowed money in advance. 62 come into being 出現。 For example, when did the world come into being? 63 As far as I'm concerned, 對我嚟講啦嚇 For example, as far as I'm concerned, I have no objection to the plan. 64 Have nothing to do with 冇關係嘅同呢樣嘢 For example, I have nothing to do with him and his business. 65 From time to time 或者係 at times 都係講好偶然嘅。For example, he drinks a little wine at times. 66 In high spirits 情緒高漲 Example, he went home in high spirits. 67 Embark on 從事 Example, he's going to embark on a new career. 68 On purpose 有目的嘅 Example, he did everything on purpose. 69 With his might 傾盡全力啦 For example, he did his work with all his might. 70 Leave no room for 冇空間 For example, I'll leave no room for him to criticize me. Practice. Complete each sentence with an appropriate idiom you learned above. 呢度有一啲答案。Exercise. Complete each sentence with an appropriate idiom you learned in the lesson. 呢度係啲 answer key。